to the Unicorn Gospel. And the Unicorn Gospel is my baby. This is the base of why I do radio. It's the solution-based segment of the show. Well, we talk together about things that go on in our lives. And honestly, my Bible verses of the day have been relating so well to just things that I go through. And it seems to be following a pattern of what we talked about today. So today's Unicorn Gospel is actually going to come from a verse in the Bible. And it's from Colossians 3. I don't have to say all that. But anyway, the verse says that, therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, put on tender mercies, kindness, humility, meekness, and long-suffering, bearing with one another and forgiving one another. If anyone has a complaint against another, even as Christ forgave you, you must do the same. This has been, I feel, from everybody's stories and yours today too, this is like a testament of like how to navigate with a pure heart. Yo, I done been through so much with the underdog. When you first came in and I mentioned that, it was very powerful to me to speak on, because it's a very troubling place to be when you doubt the capabilities that you have been blessed with. And you seem to forget that things are going very well for you, but because it's not happening in the capacity that you want it to, or how you feel it should, or that people are not paying attention to you, it hurts. You know, a couple of days ago I was really, really sad about just feeling little in the media, right? But a conversation with one of the correspondents that my team has now, I have 3 DJs, 2 correspondents, 2 co-hosts, production assistants, interns, all doing this off love. And then I sit and cry about what another media outlet isn't recognizing about me or about what we've been doing. And that's just showing how self-centered we can get when we're getting blessed every day, when we're waking up to breathe and do what you love, you know. And this verse popped up because I was like, I wonder what my daily verse is today. And for it to say, we are elects of the universe. We are a piece of the universe. So if we're not pushing anything positive into the world, how are we going to get anything back? We have to continuously push it and be tender and merciful to people. We have to really forgive those who have wronged you. You don't have to be cool with people. You don't have to look at them no kind of way, but just be like, I see what page we're on in our book of life, because you have a book with everybody. Sure. It's the book, Nitty and Rioo book. I can't wait till this book come out, because it's going to be so cool. It's a Nitty and Marie book, Marie and Mo, Rioo and Mo. You know, everybody has a book. And we have to turn the page on people and be okay with turning the page, because that's just a part of your story.
It's progress.
Don't cry about spilled milk. You know what I'm saying? Because we truly are in positions of greatness. You know, if people complaining against you, okay, true, I feel you. You right. It ain't personal. I ain't taking it personal, because whatever your issues are with me, I have no control over that. But what we do have control over is the way we navigate with each other, with ourselves. You feel me? Like, we literally sitting in front of a fork in the road, right? We can go left or right. Who's to say we wrong either way? What's the right way or the wrong way? It's no such thing.
No such thing.
There is no such thing as right or wrong when you write your book. And we got to stop allowing life to determine if we're doing the right thing, or if we're doing the wrong thing, or if we ain't good enough, or if other people are better than us. So what? They ain't better than you. They just doing what they booked for them to do.
That's just they chapter.
I can feel this conversation.
Bro, that's just they chapter.
And I really feel like this is something, and it's just crazy how, like, you know, I really have a strong connection with God, with the universe. You know, like, I really felt like the fact that that was the verse, I wasn't going to use a verse today. I was going to talk about this, but the fact that a verse of the day popped up with this same topic, I feel like we all need to hear and be healers of each other when we in moments of like neglect towards like we neglect ourselves when we crying and being miserable. Like, why are you neglecting your body? Why are you making your body hurt because you want to be sad? Why are you making your head hurt? You waking up with headaches. You going to work tired with bags under your eyes. We look too good for that, for all of the bags. Neglect. We got to stop neglecting the beauty within. Because if you neglecting that inner beauty, the outer is going to be, it's like my favorite reference, SpongeBob with bad breath. SpongeBob is the sweetest thing on the planet, but because he ain't brushed his teeth one day, or he used the wrong tooth. I don't know what that episode was about, but he was walking around saying hello to everybody. He ate something that was
I was gonna say I thought he ate something.
Aha! Look at that. He put something nasty in his body, something negative, a bad thought, a bad food item, whatever you put in your body that's nasty is gonna make you reek. And he reeked at the people who loved him. The people who cared about SpongeBob did not want to be around him because he reeked.
And I think whatever he ate, he got it from Patrick.
That's because Patrick just crazy. Something wrong with Patrick.
Patrick was probably how people can have your best interests at heart, but they can just have that negative energy that you just can't be around.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
A revelation.
It was meant for me to get on.
Okay.
Look at God.
And that's real talk, you know. Your friends can have pure intent, but like the wrong ways of relaying the message.
Then gave you the bad breath.
Some people might not know how to say it to you. They might not know how to give it to you. Here, try this. I think it'll be good for you because it was good for them. Patrick wasn't walking around reeking. SpongeBob was.
Patrick stank anyway.
But that's the thing.
Right.
Patrick
stank anyway.
That's
like
him.
It's really people that are already in that stank. Like they already in the stank. Like
they
sharing that stank.
Oh, cold.
And beyond that,
cold.
Hey, beyond sharing the stank, because that's crazy. Beyond sharing something that stinks, Patrick might stink because that's just his aura. Like that's who he is as a human being. It don't make him wrong because he got a bad odor.
Oh, y'all.
But they friends for a reason.
A lot
they
of
not
stuff
friends to
to
eat
get
the
him that
same
bad
foods
breath.
together. We can't go to dinner together.
Yeah.
But you my homie, you my best friend, you got my best interest. So that's realizing, even for SpongeBob, like, yo, I don't want to do that anymore, but I love you.
Yeah, that's real. That's some real.
Because when when SpongeBob realized that it was just his breath, he kind of started laughing like,
dang, I can get rid of
that's
this
what
negativity.
everybody was running away from.
And I can get rid of it.
That's crazy.
You can get rid of anything that don't please
like,
you.
Y'all saying like most people that's already immune to it, like Patrick immune to it, so people accept him for who he is. So with SpongeBob, once they notice, nah, this ain't you. Like I can't fuck with you until you again.
Right, SpongeBob, what's wrong? What's wrong? You know, but just in the greater scheme of things, you know, like you've been through things. You've been the nasty person.
Yeah,
you've been eating bad apples. You
that
know?
was me before my daughter got here. I was the bad. Like that was like my daughter was me brushing my teeth and being SpongeBob with the clean breath. That's my toothpaste for real. Like I get what y'all saying though, cause I ain't gonna lie. Like I just recently came out of a dark place. Like everything was negative. Like I couldn't see the good in nothing at all. And I think like it starts with the person. Like it starts with us first. Cause a motherfucker right there could say, "Oh, nah, this not good for you. You're not gonna like that." Until you try it and you experience yourself and you handle it yourself. Like I'm understanding that each person got their own journey. Like we gonna cross paths from time to time, but like it's about us progressing. If you don't got the people like them, these are my people right here, and I know that they gonna have my best interest.
Right.
Sometimes they might not go about it the best way, but as long as they got my best interest,
you know what to take from them. You know what to leave. You know
it's
the
a give
balance.
and take. Like,
Yin and yang.
I'm learning from them just like they learning from me. So it's like I get everything y'all saying.
For real, like, and not just really for everybody, because in personal, I know what two of the many people in this room are going through, plus what I'm going through. Life is not perfect. You know, my image is to, people think, oh, Nitty happy all the time. No, I really hurt sometimes, you know, so finding ways to understand that this stuff not personal with other people, you know, forgive anybody, be merciful for real, because the more merciful you are with people who have wronged you, whether they did it on purpose or not, they still didn't do it on purpose.
They didn't though.
They didn't, even if it was on, you feel me? Even if it was on purpose, it wasn't on purpose. That's their personal fight. That's something that they been going through, and they just decided in their head, oh, I'm going to take this out on you. But it's like, but you really taking it out on yourself, because now you going to be 10 times more miserable or vengeful or whatever.
You can't progress with all that hate and stuff in your heart. Like, it's too much of a weight to carry. Like,
right.
So waking up every day, how can I get this nigga back? How can I get this nigga back? You never going to get yourself back at that point.
Yeah.
Sure not.
So it's like, I get it. Like, you got to let certain stuff go to bring certain stuff in. Like, you create space. So I've
been living in my own place for the first alone for the first time in my entire life. Like, I've lived without my parents since I was 19, but now I live completely alone. For 1 month, I've been living alone, and my entire family can see the glow in me. It's totally different.
You're getting to know yourself.
I love me. And I've been on that road for the past year, you know, growing with my team and just trying to figure out ways to make them comfortable and myself comfortable, but not, you know, missing the point of what we're doing. Just, it takes a lot to be a human.
and it takes a lot to be a leader.
Yeah, that's hard.
When you're leading a team, when you have a team and you're leading a team, that's rough. I mean, just like you said, you know, you learn from your team, but a lot of times the person that's leading, you kind of, you know, they know. You think they think that person knows all the time, you know, a lot of times, and you think because they're leading, they're supposed to have the handle on things, and it gets rough. But then, you know, as a leader, I do feel that you can be, you know, selfish with it because you care about it so much. Like, you care about this, you know, Nitty Knocker a lot, you know, so you're not going to be just willing to always let other people help you out. And I think it's important as a leader to realize that, understand that, look at the team that you have around you and realize, you know, they do have me, they support me, I can give some of this load off, you know what I mean? I can give some of this to somebody else.
Facts, but at the same time, because we can go on that one, because I feel it, but at the same time, you got to know who you giving the power to.
That's
just
the thing.
Because people might think they ready to be a part of something you doing on a bigger, on a more impactful level, I would say, a leadership level. Because everybody should be a leader in their own capacity within a business. Everybody should have their own. Marie, when she DJing, I probably get her like a few songs for the artist and like, can you play this one? And if she don't, I'll be like, dang, okay. But you know, because it's giving freedom to people. But also making sure if it's time for a true shift of power, that they really ready for it. Because when people make it look easy,
they'll think it's easy.
They'll think it's easy. So, you know, and that's being merciful and forgiving and understanding and just always being 100 with yourself at the end of the day. Realize that you are of the universe, and the universe ain't going to steer you wrong. Your gut is your leading source of direction. Like, if your gut say don't do it, just don't do it. Like, why we always want to go against it? My mama used to tell me, she'd be like, Serenity, this is bad because blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, okay, I hear you. And I would hear her, and the moment the first thing she said to me starts happening, I walk away. I always listen to my mama, which is why we friends. I always had a strong relationship. I trusted her from her first word.
Nah, that's how I like that gut feeling. I'm so deep into that now, because usually I'd be like, man. But like, ever since I got shot, like that night, everything told me, don't go, stay. Even my niece, and she was like 2. Like, Like, she letting everybody else lead. Y'all could go. He's staying right here. Like, she chose me. He's staying right here. My dog, like, I had a dog named Tucci. Like, he was always weird. Like, I had him all my life. But this one night, he just followed me everywhere and just sat. Like, he ain't barking on me. He just sat and looked at me, like, sad. I'm like, I didn't notice all of this till after. But I'm like, yeah, I wasn't supposed to go. Like, and I felt that I wasn't supposed to go. So it's like,
we gotta start listening.
That gut is
That's
your
real.
compass.
And
We gotta start listening before.
Yeah, but it's a part of the
you
journey. I mean, it's a part of the journey. You definitely don't want to make the wrong, but you gotta fall. You gotta slip up and fall, and you gotta get back up, because that's how you learn. And that's what builds your character. That's what made you who you are, to the point where you can tell somebody where you were at first and now you here. You know, so I mean, your story is who you are.
It is.
You know, like, you can look, and I think about things, you know, that happen, and I always think, like, man, this is just so bad. Why is this happening to me? Or why am I going through this thing or whatever? And I just think, like, you know, this is just building strength for the next thing that I'm going to have to get through next.
Every temptation and every trial gonna get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just preparing you.
Exactly. And it's preparing you for your greatness, really, because
once you can handle all that,
once you can handle it, then you just,
and you
invincible. You good.
I understand it. I understand that, because, like, it's like certain steps you gotta take. All right,
and
you
then
gotta go through stuff, because if you don't go through it and you get to the top and you go through it, now you don't know how to handle it. You lose everything you just gained that fast. So that's why I feel like I'm going, like, I'm the underdog, because I know I got the talent. I know I got the courage and everything. It's just they don't know it. And I'm not going to let the fact that they don't know it change the fact that I know it. So it's like, I know, like, it's just slowly shifting hearts. So I just got to maintain and stay true to who I am.
Yep.
Yes.
If I do that, like, they ain't gonna have no choice but to accept me.
Right.
And
like,
even if they don't take it personal.
Exactly. Like, all right, it's cool.
You writing.
It's gonna be somebody that will, though. You know?
I know for a fact.
It's gonna be somebody that will.
One Rioo Cheeny song.
Right. It's gonna be somebody that's gonna.
Maybe I should have gave him a chance. Maybe I should have.
But it's okay, because you still gonna accept them.
I don't take it personal, though.
It'd be like, true, you like it now, don't you? Period, my.
And I'ma still be happy off the fact. Like, I'ma still be happy. Oh, you ain't like it back. Are you like this? Exactly. We done.
I guess I'm
We
fair.
vibing. We vibing. That's you say we vibing.
I don't really be caring about earning, like, earning respect. That's mandatory. Like you can't just give it if it's not earned. But I don't, like, in certain conditions. Like, if I feel like you're not trying to be respectful, if you're not trying to be cordial in a situation, like, I don't care about earning nobody respect. But, like, at some point you just gotta learn, like, certain situations don't need no actions no more. Like, I'm just trying to navigate through my career with, like, a sound mind, because I know the industry could get to you. Like, I know people that who they are today, they wasn't them. That wasn't them a year or two ago. It wasn't them. So I'm trying to, like, every day is like a practice for me to you a mirror. Like, you still a mirror. Like, you real, but you still a mirror. So it's like I gotta be. It's like a root thing to me.
That's
Go crazy. And your tree gonna be what kind of tree? Apple tree, orange tree? I like oranges. Can you be an orange tree?
I could be orange.
Or you could be like maple or oak. Ooh, an oak tree.
Oh,
yes,
Nitty.
yes, an oak tree, because those mugs last forever. Oak, you can do cherry oak, red. Oh, you do all the oaks.
Yeah, I'll be. Which
you
one
be
you
an oak
want?
tree. An oak tree
forever?
the oak trees, or what's the weeping willow trees? Them last forever. Those the trees of the heart. Them the ones that know the soul. The weeping willows.
I need to study trees.
Yes, that's okay. Wow, we're gonna have pillow talk all the time. I'm so excited for the future of all of this.
Talk, right.
You was always something, so if you want some loving,